Good evening.
And welcome to a brand new update where you get a new epic pack. You get some new players and a new manager as well. Luis Suarez appears as a Liverpool player in a European Club Attackers pack, which is just gets shoved down your throat once you open the game. And that is pretty much it. The Konami, they also rolled a small patch, which just fixed some gameplay issues. I hope so. I didn't really play yet today, but this is the pack in case you're saving coins and thinking about like spending them on short-term cards. For some reason, Konate receives a short-term card. Moises Caicedo, well, the reason is well known. He's the best midfielder in the Premier League. And then, of course, Federico Valverde receives one as well. So Earth Mover is the name of the pack. It will be released most likely on Monday. Not most likely, it's going to be released on Monday, just in case Konami changes something. And these are the additional skills. The Slow Screamer and Visionary Pass. It looks like it's going to be Aerial Fort and Fortress and Long Reach Tackle on Caicedo. And these are the players. And for the packs, I already did the builds for you. There's also 100 coins up for grabs if you're just completing some simple missions. And in case if you're after some new players, there is a pack with Long Ball Counter and Long Ball Proficiency for Allegri. And let's take a look at the diagonal pass, like this shenanigans that this manager gets. +1 to attacking awareness, +1 to ball control, aggressive crossing A. Now, this is interesting. The key man moves to goal scoring position in anticipation of a cross when the centerpiece has the ball in the last third. So this is interesting. You don't really need to spam these long balls from your part of the pitch. You can actually benefit from these better runs once you're building an attack, which is actually making a little bit more sense to me. I don't really think... And also, but on the other hand, you need to have a playstyle of cross specialist, which is pretty rare. Obviously, if you're buying the pack, you get in a few. And every player has a booster. In case if you're wondering whether the players are worth it, I did some builds for you. And the builds look like this. This is Luka Modric. Actually, pretty usable card. Not as good as the one that the infamous, or like actually the coveted player of the week from the World Cup. There is Adrien Rabiot. As you can tell, it's a little bit of a mid card. And Mike Magnan as a goalkeeper can be alright. The booster is goalkeeping. And Christopher Nkunku is alright. He's not the paciest player, but he's a creative playmaker. He can play down the middle. Estepinian is okay with this build, in my opinion. He can cook. And Pulisic is alright, but it's a whole player too. So you gotta, like, if you want to activate that special link-up play, you gotta have a cross specialist on the right or left side. Gabia is a build-up, and there you go. Estepinian, I think, is the player with the cross specialist. Yeah, so you gotta play like 5 at the back, I think. Estepinian can play as a left midfielder, of course, but you gotta adjust if you want to use the link-up play with Allegri. And there you go. There's Santiago Jimenez, Fox in the box. That would be built for Gabia. This is the build. It's a little bit mid card just because he is a little bit slow. So for a center back, you want like 85-90 speed now at this point. Rafa Leao, goal poacher, pretty solid. Like I went for dribbling build, but you can of course improve his physicality or maybe even passing. 91 dribbling, pretty solid for a center forward, pretty pacey. Almost gets 90 finishing. I mean, there is probably a build somewhere where you get 90. And it's not a bad build as well. I mean, you can try doing this, right? So you can try getting to 90 somehow. I just feel like getting some kicking power is a good idea, you know? Yeah, you can go like this. As a goal poacher, you probably want 90 finishing. This could be an alternative build. You don't get physical contact, but he's gonna be tall and winning headers anyway. And Pavlovich as well. I feel like it's a mid card just because you can get to 85 in speed. And the Winter finally is looking like this. Again, another mid card. There is also celebratory cards from Halloween. Discardable material, in my opinion. Sailmakers, absolutely useless. And of course, we got Samuel Ricci as well. Not impressive at all. But there's a reason why these cards are free. Bertezagi as well. And for the new cards, right? So the cards that are available in the special pack. Luis Suarez, a Liverpool Luis Suarez. That's the first card of Luis Suarez, I think, in a Liverpool shirt. And his special skills are Low Screamer. Okay. and momentum dribbling. I would have preferred on any striker, I would have preferred phenomenal finishing just because how useful it is. Phenomenal finishing is, on the other hand, on Pavel Nedved, and phenomenal passes there, so he's like a mini Pele, and bullet header is on Morientes. So my build wasn't necessarily catered for the bullet header for Morientes, so you can maybe change it if you want, but this is Luis Suarez, and it looks like it's a fantastic card. Look, you can get to 93 finishing, high curl numbers, speed, acceleration, balance, even physical contact is in 85, and dribbling numbers are in 90. It's absolute weapon of a card. And then of course whole player, absolute, look at this card, man. Has blue numbers are prevailing the green numbers. Look how many blue numbers are there. It's passing, finishing, dribbling, speed, acceleration, balance, and physical contact is at 80 as well, which is pretty solid. And for Fernando Morientes, I mean, you can drag his head in higher, but I feel like this would be the build that I would be using. So in my opinion, that makes sense. I'm skipping this pack. I don't really need these players, but it's good for Konami that they release packs. And there are actually people in my comments that are really happy for Konami for this model. They're like really excited for new packs every Monday and Thursday, because that's the definition of content and creativity a game company can come up with. And speaking of other content, right? So there is... obviously, there's Player of the Week pack. We will take a look at this in a second. Aroja's center forward, absolutely crazy. But there are some names in the audio files, allegedly, right? And the new legends aren't necessarily well known by many, but maybe some people will be excited. So I'm just adding this on the screen in a second. And you tell me if you're excited, guys. So the first one would look like this. As you can see, Lars Ricken, Michael Reitziger, Dietmar Hamann, and Giuseppe Pancaro are allegedly new names in the audio. So this will probably become at some point a card, like an epic card in the game. We already know about Ronald Koeman as well. Like, he has the partnership with Konami. Konami is different out the game. He'll probably appear too. And then Jonoshi, Router, Zenga, and Martin Keown. And this probably means that just like everyone is expecting Konami to drop Ronaldo Nazario, but it doesn't look like Konami is just rushing to do so. Also, just as I was starting recording this, I noticed this message because I'm subbed, like I'm following Konami's Japanese account, and I translated this, and there is a graphic where they are showing the breakdown of console, PC, and mobile users of Smart Assist, and how Konami is removing Smart Assist from esports events. And they also give a breakdown of usage. So 51% is not using Smart Assist on mobile, 49 of course using that, and win rate for those that use Smart Assist is only 49%. Whilst the win rate for 51% is higher for those who are not using Smart Assist, which I think is an interesting statistic because there's a lot of draws. I feel like I draw a lot with against Smart Assist users just because how difficult it is to score when there is auto-tackling happening, assistance in dribbling, assistance in passing. I concede a lot of goals. I don't know how where they get these stats, but it feels like every time I play against Smart Assist user, it feels like it's the toughest game ever. But it looks like, according to Konami, it's not a big deal. On console and PC, the usage is 74% off, 26% on, and win rate is 52% off and 48% on, which means that less people are using that, but for the win rate, it's almost 50-50 breakdown. I don't know if that's good or not, but they are esports tournaments, Smart Assist off will be a participation requirement. So this is the news. They just posted this to their Japanese account, and I'm not sure if that already has been posted. Speaking of the Halloween event, there's 300 campaigns in total, and for the other packs, I think it's time. Yeah, there's some special decoration items for the Halloween. I think I'm fine. I don't really care about those. I think, yeah, there's AI events, which will be, of course, grinding, and you get one free try for the Player of the Week pack. And finally, the Player of the Week pack itself, Let's take a look at what Konami is offering us. Araujo with his first-time shot as a center forward. It's insane, man. They are going nuts. Nicolo Barella, center midfielder, box-to-box. It's a box-to-box lacking defensive stats. And, of course, he's lacking defensive skills too, like interception. Yeah, a little bit mid. We got Mason Greenwood with a booster. It's an alright card. 9. Okay, actually, wait a second. As a winger, I thought he's gonna be a goal poacher. Balance is lacking, and he doesn't have double touch. But he has through passing and one touch pass. Oh no, first time shot then. Okay. Super sub on the other hand. Okay, I mean, nobody cares because Konami is not giving you like French events, and there are better strikers in your team already at this point. Thiago Almada as a creative playmaker, looks like a good dribbler, and 80 pass, 85 finishing, not too shabby at all. There is the balance, and he has double touch, flip-flop, and cell control. Special double touch on a player from the get-go in the player of the pack is not too shabby at all. And of course, he's a super sub too. One touch pass. This could be like the best player in that one. And Suzuki for Italian events with the booster is a decent goalkeeper. Very, very good. He is pretty tall. And does he have low punt? No, unfortunately no. And Nordi Mukiele, like as a right back, he scored a goal and kept a clean sheet. And yeah, defensive fullback. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm really pumped to get him, just because defensive fullback needs a little bit higher defensive awareness. Speaking of the skills, has a lot of defensive skills, which is nice. Just a collector's item if you're a Sunderland fan. Ueda, goal poacher. Now we're entering territory of midness. There is our Ronald Araujo, Fox in the box. With these defensive stats and these finishing stats, is going to be 89 finishing. His dribbling is alright. I mean, his pace is there. It's going to be like a target man. And look at this physicality too. So 90 physicality, 90 jumping. And there are defensive stats which will help you win the ball back, right? You're running around and like you're intercepting the passes with ease. There's the defensive skills, but no attacking skills. Well, there's the first time shot, and then that's pretty much it. Aerial superiority. You know what you do with this card? You probably... it's a super sub. Fair enough. You're probably just entering second half and just playing him as a target man and just cross onto him. Rafael, deploying forward. Deploying forward needs to have good passing. He doesn't have that, and he doesn't have one-touch pass, so it's a mid card then. And Nico Paz, who cooked assist and a goal in a game against Juventus. Well, they outplayed Juventus with a bigger goal margin than Real Madrid themselves. And Nico Paz, as far as I'm concerned, is still a Real Madrid player. So there is the low pass. I mean, I would have preferred it to be a little bit higher with the booster. Finishing a little bit underwhelming. Like, they don't really rate Nico Paz for some reason. This is not really that usable card. Low balance as well. I don't really even care about the skills. Harry Maguire, on the other hand, is a card I'm really pumped for. Liverpool in the mud lost the game for the first time. Manchester United beaten Liverpool in their home ground since 2016. Beautiful scenes. Slab head with a header. You love to see it. And it was a deserved as well, because Manchester United were clearly a better team. And it's just like, this card is not really usable just because he's not pacey. But Harry Maguire with a booster, you love to see it. And finally, a Champong center back. Slow. Actually, not really that slow. It's just like defending is just a little bit mid. And that is pretty much the pack. I'm not going to be spending my coins on this, but I'm going to be simming some games and hopefully seeing you live on stream. See you next time.